Hey there, this is CoolLab Gaming. I'm Daeoc Domren.
And C. Jarvis 32. And we're here to talk about a little independent film. You might have heard of it, Star Wars.
Oh, are you talking about the Last Jedi?
Yeah, it came out a couple days ago, and it was a good flick. I think most people would enjoy it. Of course, you guys know we're kidding. Star Wars is a huge franchise. We're both huge fans of that movie, as you can see.
Yeah,
that franchise.
I've watched Star Wars since I was 3 years old.
I am pretty much the same for me too. And The Last Jedi, for me, it's definitely in the top three for me. I think it.
Top three films?
Top three films of the franchise. I loved Empire Strikes Back. It was so good to me. And as a kid, I remember watching that movie and just loving it. And this one, I feel like it tops that. I feel like this is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. But I also haven't watched all of them in probably about a year. And so I need to go back and watch them.
Gotcha. I'm kind of in the same boat. I know it's in my top three, but I don't quite know where it sits because it's been so long since I've actually watched everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to go back and actually watch all of them.
Yeah.
Again.
I think I can definitively say that it is in the top three for sure. I loved the original trilogy so much that I'm kind of like you. It's gonna be one or two. It's either Last Jedi and Empire, or it's Empire Last Jedi. I don't know how exactly everything is gonna go, but I just need to watch them again, and I feel like I'll probably watch them in the next couple days. But
wouldn't be a bad idea.
But so we love this movie, and we want to review it in depth. We want to give it everything that it deserves. But I've seen it twice. I went and watched it with Daeoc tonight for the second time.
Tonight.
He hadn't watched it yet, and
it's only been out for what, 3 days?
It's been out for 3 days.
3 days.
And so I don't feel like I can adequately review everything because I can hit the points, the best parts, but I want it in depth. I want to talk about it. I want to almost talk about theories and almost talk about theories.
For reasons we will bring up later.
Yes.
In our next video.
Which brings me to that. When this movie comes out on Blu-ray, which I'm gonna get it as soon as possible, when pre-orders come out, I'm getting it.
Hands down, both of them.
Yeah, and so well, we're gonna wait for that. So it's gonna be probably around April. I'm gonna say before that comes out, and so just be looking out for our full-on spoiler review and just discussion about The Last Jedi and everything that it explores.
Yep. So, C. Jarvis has given his kind of review, spoiler-free here. I'm going to just put my little 2 cents in there. I absolutely abhorred Episode 7. And I watched Episode 7 in theaters with my family, and I told them I would not be watching any of the new trilogy movies at all from that point forward.
That made me sad.
Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
We argued about this for a very long time.
Absolutely.
Off and on for months.
Yeah,
months and months.
It's been 2 years now.
Yeah. Through Force Awakens, through Rogue One, through everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy Episode 7 just so I can buy Episode 8. That's how good I feel this is.
Yeah.
I can see where critics are coming from an artistic point of view, just because of how the film is all put together. Mm-hmm. It's such a masterpiece of cinematography.
It's so beautiful.
And I, personally, if any of you guys are Star Wars fans out there and you hate this movie with the passion that some of these reviews are getting, then you are not a true Star Wars fan. And I challenge you to prove me wrong. Because there is so much of the spirit of Star Wars in The Last Jedi that I cannot possibly fathom you hating anything in this movie, aside from 1 or 2 points that we will cover in our next video.
Absolutely. And I just want to add something a little bit. I was so worried. In the theater, I was so worried. But as the credits started to roll, it was just silence. I was looking at Daeoc, and then he just started clapping. And I'm like, oh, he's back. I don't have to talk about Star Wars, just the originals. I don't have to just be cut off at that point. And so now I can talk about this with him, and like I said, in depth, in our in-depth review and discussion of this movie as it comes out on DVD. And we're getting the Blu-ray.
We're getting the Blu-ray. Honestly, there's no other way to watch this one. The graphics are just so spectacular.
Honestly, if you haven't seen it in theaters, you need to see it at least once. I'm going to see it probably a third time before it gets out of theaters.
I'm hopefully going to see it a second time. Got to see if the girlfriend's in for it.
Yeah, and she will be.
She will be. Who am I kidding, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I absolutely hated the new trilogy. Came and watched this one, made it all worth it. Even actually made 7 worth watching again. It's going to be awesome, guys. So just go watch it.
Please.
Please, we're begging you. We're on our hands and knees begging you. Just go watch The Last Jedi.
Don't listen to the fan reviews. Everyone's just crying about everything.
Everything Star Wars. Everyone's crying.
Everyone's crying.
Just don't pay attention.
Go watch it.
By the way, Battlefront 2 is an awesome game.
Play that.
Play that.
It'll enhance your experience.
It will. Especially the campaign. Do that.
Yeah, absolutely. But
this is Daeoc Domren.
C. Jarvis 32.
And we're out of here.